Greetings again, McClure families. Here is your Sunday update for the week beginning October 12th. Everybody, I hope you've had a great weekend. Here is our update. We're going to begin with just some pictures of things going on. At McClure, you will see hand sanitizer stations all over our building. You will see do's and don'ts for safety. You're also going to see signage for social distancing, covering your mouth, hand washing. You'll see separation markers in a lot of the spaces in the building. You'll see plexiglass dividers. I mentioned the do's and don'ts sign, and we have covered drinking fountains because students are not going to be able to use those. So we're well prepared to keep students as safe as they have ever been here at McClure Middle School. So I mentioned the drinking fountains are covered. I want to send a big thank you to the McClure Foundation and the McClure PTSA, and that is a thank you to you parents because we needed some touchless water bottle fillers, and guess who volunteered the funds to help us buy those? We're going to have 5 installed by the first day of face-to-face instruction, so students will be able to fill a bottle of water that they carry. So something to think about is, hey, do we have a bottle that you can carry around that we can refill, because our drinking fountains, as I said, will be covered when students return. Coming up this Saturday, the 17th of October, we will have a sort of open house for our 6th grade students and any new 7th or 8th grade students that have yet to be in our building or on our campus. We're going to open up the building, and we're going to schedule students by last name in groups so that students can come in wearing masks at a social distance and get a lay of the land with their parents, check out where the busport is, check out where the cafeteria is, so that come Monday the 19th, those coming back to campus will be comfortable. Please keep in mind that this will be pretty much self-guided. We're going to minimize staff in the building, so there will be signage and maps, and you will be able to show yourself around, but it will not be an opportunity to conference with teachers. Look for the schedule and the details in the Maverick Minute that comes out today with this video announcement. Speaking of folks that are new to us, there's a lot of questions about, I'm new in 6th grade, what do we do with carpool? So the main thing is just follow the signs. It's not as detailed of a process for drop-off or pickup as it is in elementary. Essentially just follow the signage that we have posted. In the morning, our front door opens at 8:15. We will have a socially distanced study hall where students can come in if they get dropped off before 8:50 and sit, but right now we're not going to have any other morning activities. So the closer to 8:50 you can be, the better chance that they will not have to sit around waiting for release to class, which happens at 8:50. In the afternoon, it's gonna be a long line. Please just stay in your car. Don't park and get out. If you get out, we're gonna ask you, please go back and get in your car. And just follow that long line and be patient. It does take a while for our carpool line to clear, so just follow the direction of our staff out front and the signage that we have. One of the biggest questions we're getting is about BYOD. Does my student returning to school need to have their device? Should they transport a computer back and forth to school? We are not, repeat, not encouraging students to transport a laptop back and forth. They're 11, 12, 13, 14. There is no reason for them to transport a $1,000 computer home and to school every day. If they bring it, great, but we are not encouraging that. Face-to-face instruction is going to look much more like traditional classrooms that you would imagine. We do have some structures in place for safety and contact tracing, but they don't need to bring a computer to be on all day, every day. That is the point of returning to face-to-face. So now we got to talk about masks, and everybody's face and shape is different, and you've got to try different masks to see what works for you, for the students, because when they're in the building, whether it's in PE or math class, if they can have a mask on, they're going to have one on. It's going to be required, so they need to be looking at what is comfortable for me. Something that is comfortable and that doesn't move around a lot. This one works for me. It's got a little metal piece in it, but I also tried 3 or 4 different kinds that didn't work before I settled on this brand, if you will. So go ahead and start thinking about that now. Want to let folks know that during lunch service, our cafeteria staff will not be taking cash or checks in the line. In fact, we're going to be doing touchless payment as students go through the line. That means that students will either have to drop a check or cash in a payment envelope. We have a drop box right outside of the cafeteria, or you'll have to add money to the student account via My Payments Plus. So go ahead and look at that information on the Food and Nutrition Service website, and we can go ahead and start adding money to student accounts right away. Just a reminder, folks, that Wednesday will continue to be an asynchronous learning day with things like Maverick Mentorship for virtual learners going on, with things like study sessions, review sessions, and additional support for academics. When students do come back, Wednesday is also our deep clean day in the building. And so our staff is going to be working remotely, which means if you come to the front office and ring the doorbell, somebody may not answer. You're going to want to phone call the front office, and we will get those phone calls working remotely. But just know the building is going to be empty on Wednesdays beginning October 19th. Every day on the announcements, we talk about daring to be a maverick, and DARE at McClure stands for determined, accountable, respectful, and excellent. We talk about how can we be determined, accountable, respectful, and excellent in all that we do, from our relationships to one another to the work we do in our classroom. So I hope you all have a great rest of your evening. Thanks for checking this out. Please keep questions coming to the front office, and looking forward to a great week. Good night.